Alright guys, it's Dokkan time, and I wanted to have a chat. So here's the thing. This unit right here, I think we can honestly have an argument about it being the best unit in the game. Now, a couple people are immediately going to think, oh no, that can't be right. They can't be the best unit in the game. At the moment, I think they are, in all honesty, because here's the thing. I might just be going crazy because I'm losing my mind over here, obviously. The thing about this unit is this sucker can tank everything in the game, almost. Actually, just about, now that I'm thinking about it, at max potential. They can kill everything in the game, and I think they have the least amount of build-up. So obviously there's a couple units in the game that are going to output more damage, obviously. I mean, if we look at the slew of cards, I mean, attack-wise, you know, they're not even on the first or second page of highest attack stat in the game. I mean, technically Broly is, but Broly doesn't hit anywhere near that max potential. But I mean, if we look at the defense, like, they have one of the highest defense stats in the game, which is good. I mean, they're at 17, 313 for max possible defense, which is absurd to say. And then, of course, the HP is also very, very important. And HP-wise, I mean, where are they at on HP-wise here? Let's just go back to the unit. So HP-wise, they have a max potential 100% of 24,000 HP. They got a max of defense of 17,000, and attack of 17,000 as well. I mean, if we just go look over here to good old boy Halvard, I mean, he even does HP calculations for this unit because of how good they are. And I mean, they can hit about a total of they give the team itself 129. Hold on a second. They give the team 130k maximum HP. They give the team 130k HP. That's absurd for a whole unit itself to be just outputting 130k HP. I mean, that's ridiculous. Not many units in the game do that. And if we look at their defense, even at 55%, I mean, at 55%, you know, it's probably not the most likely that you'll hit this number. No, it actually is. It's actually very likely, because all it takes is one attack, one 18-key super. That's it. That's the thing. Turn 1, 18-key super. Turn 3, 18-key super again. Their freaking defense is 1.1 million at 55%. Now, if their start of turn defense isn't amazing. I will say that is their one weakness, but I'm going to be real here. What other unit doesn't have that exact weakness? It's not like they're the best unit, like at everything, but on average, this unit is the best at everything. I'm sorry, that is the truth. Like, this unit is like close to the best in general. I mean, there's also not a huge gap between 55% and 100%. 100% is 1.1, 55% is 1.3. The defense margin isn't humongous onto that point. But 1.3, that's absolutely absurd, because I mean, let's go look at Red Zone Fusion Zamasu's super attack. Let's go look at his super attack. Where is it? Where's this boy at? Red Zone Fusion Zamasu's super attack on his intelligence phase does 1.2 million damage. 1.2 million damage. And the thing about these guys is they have 30% damage reduction for 5 turns. 30% damage reduction on turn 3, they can tank this super attack 100%. Like, they won't take any damage, even at 55%. They won't take any damage from the super attack. Now, turn 1, obviously, Actually, they probably won't take any damage either, because that 30% damage reduction, they're at 800k defense. Yeah, they're almost taking no damage from this super, even on turn 1, as long as it's a post-super attack, obviously. I mean, you're not putting this unit in turn 1, but still. And even when you put them at a type disadvantage, it's only about a 400k difference. And if they still have the damage reduction, you still got that damage reduction. And hold up here. I saw him do this calculations a minute ago. So the hardest hit right here. Halvard does the calculations. Him and Luke do the calculation. Now you'll take a lot of damage. You'll take a lot of damage in that physical phase. You'll take a lot of damage. 737, almost 800k damage. Yes. But because they pump out so much HP, you could still technically live you could still technically live on a crazy 800k plus HP team, Super Saiyan team. You could live from the hardest hitting boss in red zone boss, challenge mode boss. That's absurd to think about. Like they can live. This unit can live the hardest hitting boss that we regularly challenge in this community, which is Red Zone Fusion Zamasu. That's the hardest hitting boss that everyone regularly goes to fight. Obviously, you could be a smart aleck, and you could go and fight the freaking Mortal Will and Divine Punishment stage and go fight freaking Trunks or something that does literally 2.3 million damage. But that's not the point. The point is, this unit can output, what, 5 super attacks on turn 1? Turn 3? That's literally the first or second rotation in the fight. And they can output 5 additionals. They can do like 2 million freaking damage numbers. They can almost one-shot a boss. And the crazy thing about that is like, we've had units this year that do absurd amounts of damage. I mean, we've had Gohan over here when he has his domain active. When you have the standby going for the Sword of Hope Trunks, he does absurd amounts of damage. When you get the standby off with the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he does absurd amounts of damage. When you get the transformation off with freaking the blue fusions, you can have a crap ton of damage. When you get the Spirit Bomb off with the STR GT duo and the Z Bomb duo, you can do a crap ton of damage. But here's the thing. Did you realize what I was saying on every single point of those things? After. This unit doesn't have a startup. It has a one-turn startup. I cannot think of a unit in this game right now, to date, that can just output absurd amounts of damage by the second rotation, the second turn that they're up. You can't do that with the GT duo. You can't do that with the Z-Bomb duo. You can't do that with almost any of these new units that do very well defensively and offensively. But this unit could very well just end the whole game by the time you could get the standbys out. He could end the game before you get anything out at all. In all honesty, 5 turns with this damage reduction is absurd, because within that 5 turns, you've probably already finished the fight. They're just that good. You can you can burst through a lot of the content in the game with this unit. And I'm trying to think of another unit that did this, and the only one that comes to mind that comes close to it on like a damage point, like at the very beginning of the game, like of the beginning of the fight, is going to be Vegito Blue. Like, Vegito Blue is the closest that we have to a humongous damage modifier at the very beginning of a fight. I mean, you can see this Vegito at 14 million attack stat at the very beginning of a fight. But I mean, you can also see LR Super Boo at that kind of attack stat as well. But the difference is like, this is a unit that you can take on to multiple teams. This is a unit that can survive and do well on its own. LR Super Boo can't really do well on his own. He needs help. He needs build-up. He needs all of that. This unit he enters the freaking turn. He's he can double, triple, super, freaking crit everything, and then by the time it hits the 6th turn, he can use his active and still double, triple, super crit. But with this unit right here, turn 1, if you get the right orbs, you can quad super. Like, it's just absolutely insane how many super attacks this unit can do, how much damage this unit can do all at once. Like, I'm sorry to say, but aside from the very small weaknesses this unit has, which is the leader skill isn't broken, and then the he's susceptible to AoEs like every other bloody unit in this game, almost. I would have to say, like, he's probably the #1 damage dealing unit. If a brand new player starts this game off, pulls this unit, it's a Orange Piccolo moment. It enters the battle and you basically win. It's hard to lose with these guys. It's very hard to lose. If you're dying, it's more than likely the odd. There's a couple scenarios that are going to happen if you die because of this unit. You're going to die because you're fighting, like, let's go over some of these. Let's go over some of these fights real quick. Let's go over some of these fights here. So, let's say you're fighting any AoE fight. You're fighting. Yeah, let's go over to Broly. If you fight Broly, and on the STR phase he decides to super, he's gonna hit you for 800k. Okay, well here's the thing about that 800k still. You still have 300 or almost 400k defense from just 18 key supering the turn before. You still have your 30% damage reduction. So, I mean, you're gonna take like 200, 100, or 200k, but you also have like 700 to 800k health. So that's a minuscule amount of damage in the long scheme of the things. And let's say you even go over to this Broly here and he freaking double supers you. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but the man has 1.3 million defense. I mean, or 1.1 million defense when he's 18 key super the turn before at 55%. So if you lost the damage reduction, oh no, you took 100k out of your 700k health. You've already probably built that HP back up, probably. I mean, it's just 100k is almost nothing anymore. Like 100k, yes, is a lot of damage, but compared to the amount of damage you could be taking from these bosses, 100k is nothing. I'll take that 100k. Screw it. That's tanking, bro. 100k, that's a tank. That's tanking it. That's straight up tanking it. Fusion Zamasu is, as of right now, is one of the only bosses in this game that can absurdly do damage to the LR trio. I mean, the only next one after that. Hold on, let me go see what Omega Shenron's stats are looking like right over here. So the Birth of the Shadow Dragon's Omega Shenron, he does 1.4 million super attacks. He's an intelligence boss. Now, you can get to this boss pretty quick. You can get to him pretty quick. I don't know if you can get to him before turn 5, but if you get to him on turn 5, I mean, you're tanking that. You're tanking that. Because this is only 1.3. If you still have the damage reduction up, you're tanking that 1.4. You're tanking it. You just are. The worst case scenario is the same exact thing of, okay, you're gonna take an AoE. Okay, that's what? 100k damage? Oh no. Oh no. Like, there's just no issue here. You're not losing because of LR Trio. You're losing because you have other units that are holding it back or getting destroyed on the side, or at the worst case of a super attack coming in at you. But here's the thing. If you float that unit off or you put it out of harm's way, this unit will probably kill the boss before you have the chance to think. I would say, I mean, how much health does he have? He has 75 million. we can do freaking... Let's see here. The damage numbers with this unit is absolutely absurd. It's absolutely absurd. So if we actived Omega with a 62 million attack and it's guaranteed to crit, he's almost dead. He's almost dead. The first super attack after that is 25. He's dead. Gone. Active first super. Dead. How much health does Broly have? 50 mil? Okay. Freaking... The LR Trio one-shots Broly. The LR Trio one-shots Broly. The LR Trio one-shots Broly. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go look at some other bosses here. Let's go look at Fusion Zamasu again. Let's go look at Fusion Zamasu again. How much health does he have? 70? You have crits. You ignore type disadvantage and guard. You one-shot Fusion Zamasu. You just have to get through the literal first attack. That's it. That's it. I mean, his active is, as long as you properly point his active in the correct direction, you're one-shotting majority of these boss fights. This unit, I'm sorry, he kind of is almost the best unit in the game. He's just destroying things. If it wasn't for the fact of his leader skill being poor, if it wasn't for the fact that his defense is just a little bit too low at start of turn, I'd say that he is the best unit in the game as of right now. As of right now. Like, he's just easy mode. He's an easy mode unit. He just barrel rolls through everything. He really does. They really do. They really do. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, like... Maybe I haven't pulled the unit. I've just been using friend units. And every time this unit pops up onto the scene, it's deja vu with freaking Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. I'm annihilating everything. It's just destroying everything. I cannot express how good this unit is. Is this the best offensive unit in the game? Is it the best unit in the game? I'm very curious what people are actually thinking right now, because we have 9th anniversary around the corner. We have the next Dokkan Fest for JP, which would be the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Hirudegan. And I'm just trying to think, is there gonna be a unit that overlaps them anytime in the next 6 months? Because if they do, they're gonna need to drastically throw out some crazy content to even out the damage scaling here. Because the damage on this unit, the damage that this unit does is absurd. It is crazy how much damage this unit does. I can't even with it. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think of the trio here. Are they the actual best unit in the game now? Are they the best offensive unit in the game? That's what I want to know. Is this the best offensive unit in the game? Let me know. Have a good day and good night.